Once.
Why you gotta call me stupid all the time?
Because you are
You're
stupid.
gonna make me cry.
Good. Man up, bitch.
See what you do to me? You see?
Yes. And I will
You
continue.
see? And everybody
to
else
you.
is gonna see it too.
I know. Good.
Yeah. All right, Amber Heard.
What? Oh,
What?
I know you did not go
I
there.
sure did.
I know you did not go there. Don't you dare insult me. Fuck that bitch.
I'm gonna start calling you pee pillow
What?
poop, pillow pooper.
No. How dare you?
That's your thing.
Are we ready for some 80s talk? I got some 80s music here.
Don't you gonna make me cry again?
All right, everybody. It's time to go.
What's up?
Woo!
It's time for Pop My Culture.
What
up? Sick.
Yes. Love it.
You know you like it.
I did.
Come on.
It's all about the explosions.
Yeah. We got a new intro. I love it. Really gets the energy pumping. You like the nice little 80s music in the background? Should I get rid of it?
No, I like it. I'm digging it.
Is it taking you back, old man?
It is. What the hell? Of course you're gonna make me cry. It's fine.
You like my side pony?
What?
My side pony.
Is that a euphemism?
Come on, man.
Yes,
the ladies will know what I mean.
Nice side pony.
The ladies will know what I mean. All right, welcome to Pop My Culture. We're going 80s tonight. Super excited. I know I was born in the 80s and barely lived through it, but I'm really excited about this. But before we jump into it and bring in our guest, we got some housekeeping to do like we normally do. So, housekeeping! First, got some really exciting news. You may have heard it in other places, but we took all of our audio, going all the way back to when we were Scarif After Dark, up to our most recent live stream, and we have dumped it all on Apple Podcasts. So we are officially on Apple Podcasts. So with that being said, before I forget, if you are listening on Apple Podcasts going forward, obviously this is a live stream, so there are certain visuals and you won't be able to see because you are only listening. And if there's something that you really want to see, then come check us out on our YouTube channel. You are all about the visuals. You're going to drive people away. This is not good.
Driving Miss Daisy.
Oh my Lord. So we're canceled. Next.
What are you doing?
Oh my God, I can't deal with you. What? Next? Jesus. Next, our TeePublic store. We haven't mentioned in a while, but it is back. We have some new designs and we hope you like them. We came up with some really cute titles. They're very pop culture-esque. We have something very special that we created.
Tease nuts.
So, what? Tease nuts? Wow. Okay.
Nuts.
If you guys are normal and you're regulars, then you know that we end the show every time with our Sith chinchilla. So now, guess what? You can wear it if you want. We now have the Sith chinchilla shirt.
You know you want it.
So Oh my god, that makes me so happy.
I've always wanted to
Stupid
wear
little
myself.
face. Oh my god.
Your stupid little face. What the hell? Your stupid little face.
So check out our new T Public store. We got all sorts of different styles. So, but of course, I'm praying that the Sith chinchilla will do the best. So go ahead and check that out. And I already see our lovely moderators dropping links and things like that. So,
Gracias.
yeah. Also, this past week, man, we were pretty busy. We were on Rebel Rock Radio with Steve and DJ. That was a lot of fun.
Thank
We
you
talked.
guys for having us.
Thank you so much. We talked about Big Bang Theory. I also yelled at DB, and because he's a spy,
And
and
not at me. So that's
and no, I know it's a first. And we also yelled at poor Gilbert for saying that How I Met Your Mother is better than Big Bang Theory, which I'm not going to apologize for that because that's just ludicrous.
yeah, he did get a little bit beat up on those. Kind of unfair.
And then yesterday, if you want to check out the replay, or I should say my character Princess Sprinkles, was on we were live on the Red 5 Tavern, so we played some D&D, and that was a lot of fun. So check that out on the Red 5 Tavern channel. We had a blast. And now I think it's time to bring in our guest so we can start shouting out our lovely chat. You ready?
Yes.
Jesus, you're so unenthusiastic. All right, here we go.
Yeah, let's
Here's
do
our
it.
buddy Keith of Layman's Terms. Please check out his YouTube channel. Keith!
Keith.
Hey, how we doing?
Great,
doing?
buddy. How you doing?
You doing? Is this pop my culture?
This is pop my culture. Sweet shirt.
You like that? Back to the
Yeah.
80s.
I do.
Yeah, man. Told you so.
Well,
It's great.
are we ready to shout out the chat?
We're ready to shout them out.
Yes.
Shout it out loud.
I'm ready to
You
shout
got
at,
to have
at
a
the chat.
party. Who do we have?
Wow.
Who's here?
Who is here?
Let's scroll to the top because we got a nice long list here because we like it long. All right. Well, we got Duffman in the house. Hi, Duffman, who is also a Patreon. Thank you.
Duffman.
We got Captain Spaulding, who
What's up,
unfortunately is
What's
not
up, Captain?
feeling well.
Aw.
So please, everyone.
Hope you feel better, buddy.
Sorry,
Yes.
buddy.
Also a Patreon. And we've got this guy right here. I think his name is Dawn.
Just let anyone in here.
Or I don't know. I don't like dealing with gender, so
Whoa.
No
Whoa.
souls. No souls.
no soul. Our lovely, lovely, lovely lunar girl. Who is also a wonderful
Hi, Kelly.
moderator.
How are you?
Love my Kelly. Also a Patreon. Thank you very much. We got Isaac, who probably left because he thinks it's over already.
Understandable. It should be.
I wouldn't want to watch this either. We have Ubaldo in the chat.
Hey,
Hey,
Ubaldo.
Ubaldo. He's got his parachute pants on.
Oh yeah, nice.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Feeling the breeze.
Can't touch this. So, ooh. We got Mr. B in the house.
Hey, Mr. B, how you doing, man?
We got Dale.
Dale.
Dale, how you doing, buddy?
We got our Tina.
Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Troublemaker.
Yeah, she's our little resident troublemaker.
I heard Tina's coming to New Jersey and start some trouble.
We were hoping.
When are you gonna get arrested by the Twitter police again, Tina? It's been a while.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that to happen. I thought it was going to happen the other day, actually, not too long ago. I forgot what she posted. She posts a lot of
things.
Yeah, we'll leave it at
spicy
that. We got Dave's Dimensions in the house. Check him out. He's great, and he's always constantly doing charity streams. So please check out his channel.
Me feel good.
We already shot at Dale, and let's see who else we got. I don't know who this asshole is.
I don't know. Stop shouting.
No, I will not stop shouting.
Shout.
69.
Shout.
What?
Let it all out.
Whoa.
Ooh. Indeed.
What?
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
We got this guy right here. Literally, this guy right here.
I was in the chat on the all things the escape pod, and someone asked, what does silver spear mean? I'm like, okay, well, and I
Silver dick.
said, yeah, well, silver dick, yeah, but also there's a movie called Kid with the Golden Arm, and he has all these henchmen, and one of the henchmen is called Silver Spear, and I thought it was cool, so I use it as a an email for like the longest time. So I was big into martial arts movies. I still kind of am though. So every once in a while, I'll just pop it in. So
I mean, that was a
Nice.
thing from the 80s. I mean,
There you go. Great way to
Jeez, like,
segue into this.
everybody wanted to be a ninja back in the day, man. It was
It's so
awesome.
true.
well, ninjas were awesome.
Yeah.
You had Ninja Turtles, you know.
I've got ninja stars.
So do
Yeah.
I, dude.
Kincaid.
There's nunchucks right there.
Hey, listen, just because I was born in 86 doesn't mean that I didn't have some recollection. I mean, I watched plenty of Saturday morning cartoons, like that was my whole life. I mean, nothing was better
did.
than 80s and early 90s Saturday morning cartoons.
It was the best.
It was the best. Innocence lost.
Yep.
It's such a shame.
Yep.
Well,
And then
it was the best decade for Saturday morning cartoons and just afternoon cartoons in general.
It was the best decade for everything. It was the best decade for music, for movies, horror movies. The horror movie genre got started there. The slasher movies, not so much what was going on in the world, you know, but everything with pop culture, absolutely. You know, it really defined a lot of things.
Oh my God.
You
And
know?
like fantasy movies and things became such a huge thing because technology started to,
Yeah.
catch up. So
Yeah.
But even what was going on in the world, I mean, I feel like in the 80s, and I've talked about this many times before, I feel like we were right on the verge of getting it right for once. I
Yeah.
feel like the only thing that separated people really was class. Either you had money or you didn't.
Right.
The yuppies, you know, you had the yuppies and the nerds and the jocks.
And even throughout the world, I mean, we were building bridges, not walls, you know? I mean, we were tearing down walls, literally in Berlin. You know, we were making friends in places we never thought we would. People were trying to get along with each other for once. I don't know what happened, but I don't know. It's just not the same anymore.
And it's very true what you're saying because since we planned on doing this particular subject, I actually went on an 80s kick because I hadn't watched Breakfast Club in a long time. And I hadn't
love that
watched
movie.
I love that movie. I hadn't watched Pretty in Pink in a while. Another movie that I dearly love. And Pretty in Pink really showcases that, the whole, the Richies,
Yep.
and the poor side on the other side of the tracks kind of thing, star-crossed lovers kind of be. You know what? Justice for Ducky.
Ducky was the shit.
Fuck Ducky. What?
What? So, anyway, Keith, how you doing? There you go.
For those listening to the podcast, I'm giving her 2 fingers.
Hail, JV.
Man.
Hello, Joker's voice. How you doing,
JV, how you
buddy?
doing, buddy?
Yep. Oh my God, I love you.
Hey, JV.
And listen, I mean, it's still relevant now. I mean, for some reason, as much as I really don't want to get into this current generation, but they do seem to have an obsession with the 80s. And I think a lot of that has to do that's been brought back into our culture. Stranger Things.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
it's become a huge thing again.
I think it's because they have no cultural identity, but
That's what it is. That is what it is.
Okay. So I live in a small town. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I see kids with mullets. Mullets. Okay. I never thought I would live to see that come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's in the front.
Party in the back.
Party in the back. Yep.
And I see the kids. I'm like, dude, I love that mullet, man. It's like, whatever, dude. Like, they don't know what it is. I'm like, my son, he has like the reverse mullet. He has like the hair down here.
Uh-huh.
You
That's
know,
the
I'm
other
like,
thing.
yeah.
Oh my God. Yes, the age of
Oh
arcades.
yeah, arcades were huge
I
back
mean,
then.
just
Arcades were the
malls.
best.
Malls
Malls.
became
Well,
super, super
I mean,
huge. I
that's
Yep.
a
mean, it
big
was the
part of
place
what
to
killed
be.
arcades, though, between that and home
Yeah.
consoles, because they didn't want the malls wanted to cater more to the older crowd that liked to walk their laps around the mall, and they didn't want that crowd of ruffians there, so they pushed out all the arcades, and it's just
Yeah.
sad. I mean, because even kids today, like, despite the consoles, despite the PCs, they still love standing in front of a cabinet arcade and just going to town. I mean,
Yeah.
Joker voice. I'm listening to the Cars right now. I'm listening
Oh,
to
the
Candy
so good.
Candy O.
Nice.
If you don't have
nice.
this album, you need to get it right now. I feel sorry for you.
Just for
Yeah.
the cover alone.
Just the cover alone.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, and I also feel like it always happens at the beginning of every decade. The previous decade kind of like bleeds over. So, like Luna Girl just said, roller rinks, like that was still a
Yep.
big thing even for me, like in the early 90s. Like
It's
that was like the birthday invitation to get.
it's still a thing. Roller rinks
It
are still
is.
a thing. Yeah.
That's another thing that's kind of come
Yeah.
back. It's true because there is an arcade that recently opened in a mall that's close by, and it has a roller rink in there, and it's a huge arcade, so
Yeah, I was traumatized at a roller rink as a child. So
They
I
rolled
don't
they,
really.
they rolled over you.
No,
your life is so traumatic.
it is, yes. I can't enjoy anything that normal people can. No, I was just standing there and I stepped wrong and both legs kind of went straight out, and
Yikes.
You tear
I
Mm.
your
did
ball
I
sack?
did a split that I will never physically be capable of again.
Ouch. Ouch.
And
Ouch. Ouch.
after being helped up and crying for an extended period of time, I'm just not good on wheels. So
You're like, "Never again."
why is every
Oh.
stream a therapy session for me? I need to just be
I
quiet.
don't know, I think you need to, like, delve deeper into that, but with
Sharing
a
is caring.
therapist.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes it's not.
Why not? I could.
DeBalto said Depeche Mode. Depeche
Oh
Mode.
I
yeah.
love
Oh yeah.
Depeche
Fucking Depeche Mode.
Mode. I love Depeche Mode. Oh god. That's
Why
another thing,
pay a
even walking.
therapist? I can just do it for free here. So
Yeah. Seriously.
Please stop.
So
continue.
I don't know how to. Oh, wait, Rolando has a very important question about your skating accident. The Frank or the
Mhm.
beans?
Both.
oh, did someone run over
Both.
your Frank?
Frank's the
Both.
beans.
Ouch.
I ran over my own Frank.
Ouch. Ouch. So
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I smashed the beans.
It is funny. I was, my mom, obviously, my parents were adults in the 80s. So I was telling her, today talking about this and stuff like that. And it's amazing how different times have become and things like that. So one of the things that are, oh my God, this would not happen now. But there is literally picture proof of just how things were and how chill it was, like in the workplace of. So one of her coworkers literally had a bachelorette party in their office in the 80s and had a stripper there.
no shit. That's awesome.
Like that would not fly now. I mean, it was after
Oh, you
hours, but
can't.
still to
No,
do
no
that
way.
in the office, like, wow.
I
Wow,
applaud
wow,
him for
wow.
bringing out the banana hammock like right next to the computer. That's awesome. Good on you, sir.
Oh my God, Josh, what are you doing? Why are you I should never have given you control of the stream chat.
Oh
I
man.
did. I loved applesauce and school milk until I threw it up one time and it came out of my nose.
Remember the Squares pizza on Friday? That was
Oh
awesome.
yeah.
I love that shit. I
Yes.
still miss that.
It fit perfectly in the little tray in the rectangle there.
Yep.
Yeah.
My kids get Domino's every Friday. I'm like, dude, you guys are missing out. Like, we had Domino's. I'm like, I had the square pizza. It was fucking awesome.
It was awesome. They threw me off though when I was in high school. They switched it up to it was like a hexagon.
Yeah.
I was like, what
What?
the hell is this?
Why?
Yeah. It didn't
Doesn't
even
make
fit
any
on the
sense.
tray. It was like hanging off the side.
Man, I'm not used to this.
I love the pizza and corn. That was always the combo. There was always
Pizza and
corn as
corn.
a side with the pizza.
Pizza and
Yeah,
corn?
pizza and
Yes.
corn, and then like
And
a little,
lunch, yeah.
a little side salad too.
Yeah, yeah. Not all of us went to Catholic school, Shanti, so just saying.
Shanti, you went to Catholic school? It didn't work, honey.
From the
No.
age of 4 to 17.
Get out. My wife went to Catholic school.
Oh, so she knows my pain.
Kind of explains
Yeah, she
everything
does.
for this
Yep.
one.
I don't recommend it. I realize. Not trying to disparage if, whatever, if that's your thing, and bless you, but it was torture for me. No thanks. Never want to relive that ever again. I'm so sorry, but no. No. Mm-mm.
Oh, yes, Dave. Government cheese. That was
Government
the best.
cheese.
Well, I love that. I mean, because the government stuff, it literally was like a carton, a white carton that said milk in black letters,
Oh my
a white box
Yeah.
that just said cheese.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, I mean, oh God. I mean,
VHS in general. Oh, man.
I still have my VHSs.
I still have
Listen,
VHS. I still have my VCR, and it works.
here's the
so-
thing. Back in the day, we had a Betamax, okay? And my father bought the first VHS, and it was $800, okay? Back in the day, we had the money because my dad was an insurance salesman, worked his ass off, you know?
Yeah.
So we went to the video stores. You actually went to the video store to pick out a movie, and I would always go to the horror section. And my dad would literally drag me out. You can't see those movies. I'm like, but I want to.
I know. Oh my God, I
So-
miss video stores so
so-
much.
He still picked the Betamaxes. I'm like, Dad, you can't pick out the Betamaxes. He's like, why not? I says, here's the VHS. I'm 5. This is the VHS, and this is the Betamax. He's like, oh, I'm glad I brought you. And now, kids, listen, I have DVDs, and I gave one to my niece because she never watched the original Evil Dead. I'm like, you got to watch this. She's like, what the fuck do I do with this? I'm like, are you serious?
Wow.
Because everything's streaming now.
It
It's
is.
like,
It's right at the touch of a finger on their phones, on their
uh,
tablet.
But I
on
don't
their-
feel like streaming has even been around long enough for them not even to know how to use a
Yeah.
DVD.
yeah.
Well,
You
most
know?
computers don't even come with a disk drive anymore. So
That is true. That is
They
true. I
don't.
noticed that. My laptop doesn't have one.
yeah, everything's
Nope.
digital.
Yeah.
Just
I
digital
mean,
download.
yeah, I mean, and CDs became a thing in the 80s. I mean, those were expensive too, but now if
They
you
were
figure how far
way-
we've come, CDs are not even, there's no CD player in a car anymore. Not unless
They
you get
were-
a much older car.
I have a CD player in my car.
I do.
Oh, Atari. Oh my
I still
God.
have
The
my-
Atari.
80s was such, man, everything was just so much fun in the 80s, you know?
Yeah.
I still have my 2600, man. It's awesome. It
Nice.
still works.
You know, then you
Oh,
had Nintendo and all that whole craze came out, and I was
Oh, yeah.
addicted to Nintendo.
I still
it
have
was,
mine.
It was so huge.
I
It
still have
really,
mine.
really was.
My duck hunt gun. I still have all of that. Yeah.
Keep
I
it.
love
And
that
I'll
stuff.
never get. It's funny. I actually, which this video will be dropped tomorrow, but I actually went to a toy, like a collecting toy store earlier today, and they were selling, the old original Super Nintendo, and I told him, I was like, I still have mine, and I said I'm never getting rid of it. I said that thing is gonna be buried with me because I just refuse. Even if it breaks, I'm keeping it. Hey, Lefty.
Hey, Rick.
I remember having hair.
Yes, I bet you do.
And
buddy.
boy, was the
Okay.
80s all about big hair and the big hair
Oh, yeah.
bands. Oh my
Huge
God.
hair.
Lots of Aquanet.
Oh man, Aquanet was like, if I had known
Aquanet.
then what I
Miles
know
on
now,
there.
Man.
yeah.
My dad still
Bought
uses it.
stock in Aquanet.
My dad still
Your
uses
dad
it.
uses
I
it.
didn't even know that it was still being made, and I needed hairspray a couple of months ago.
Does your
And
dad like tease his bangs up?
I
or
didn't
what?
have any hairspray, and I went to go check under their bathroom sink, and I saw the Aquanet, and I'm like, Aquanet? I was like, this is still being made, and who the fuck in this house is using it? And my mom said, your dad still uses it. I'm like, Dad barely has any hair. What the fuck does he need Aquanet for?
He's still hanging on to the dream.
Yeah, he is.
I
yeah,
guess
he is.
so. I guess so. But jeez.
You do you.
Oh my God. Oh God. Yes. White Rain. I know that one. Yeah. I
Mhm.
definitely know White Rain. Hey, G.
Purple
Sugar
Rain.
Hey,
Bush.
G
What's up,
unit.
Sugar Bush?
Sugar Bush.
Hello, Sugar Bush.
So sweet.
So Keith, you mentioned something which actually a little birdie by the name of Lunar Girl told me, which is, one of the reasons he's not so much into it, but I do like horror. 80s is actually not my favorite decade for horror. More of a 70s girl. So were you like all over it? Like, did you watch like everything that came out? Look at them. Look, he's got all this stuff. Look at that. Look at
Okay,
that. Friday
okay.
the 13th.
Listen, so we had HBO, and so they would show whatever they can get their hands on. Friday the 13th, whatever. I was 8 years old, and I was watching Return of the Living Dead. Okay,
Oh!
I watched this fucking movie, and it fucking creeped me out. But the same token, it was fucking awesome. And then afterwards, I saw the Madonna video, "Like a Prayer," because that was big controversy back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
Huge.
so
because it was about sucking dick. What?
Exactly. The horror genre just sucked me in, and I stayed with it. But I'm with you on the 70s horror, especially the Italian horror.
Yes.
So
yes.
Suspiria.
Yes.
Like,
I love Suspiria.
Zombie, Suspiria, all that shit. I think I have some 70s horror. I don't know. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Carrie, Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Harry.
I love Carrie.
Carrie was awesome.
I love that movie.
I saw the remake of Carrie. I thought it was good, but if you had a time machine, you grabbed Sissy Spacek and you put it in the remake, fucking perfect.
Really?
It would have been fucking dead on perfect because there were so many things that the original Carrie that the movie left out of the book. Number one, it was a great fucking book.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but the new one lacked all the, shower 70s bush at the beginning. So
70s movies.
I know. Number one, the 70s, they had so many people in the 70s Carrie. They had PJ Sprouls. They had the chick from RoboCop.
Yep.
Who else did they have? Another girl.
John Travolta.
Holy shit.
Vinnie Barbarino.
Vinnie Barbarino was drinking a beer and driving a Mustang. Like, oh shit. You can get away with shit like that. So just
don't mention that. Sorry,
I love how
Dave
everyone. Anytime the 80s is mentioned or horror is mentioned, this one always comes up.
God, I cannot get the image of the final scene of that movie out of my mind.
When she grabs her hand out.
And it's just the junk, and I just can't. I can't even with it.
I don't know why, but Ubaldo, this is not against you, Ubaldo. You know I love you. But for some reason, those are actually my two least favorite Stephen King inspired movies.
Yeah, having recently been attacked by a
I don't
dog,
like Christine.
Cujo's not my thing.
Christine is just a little too silly for me, and Cujo, it's really more of like, I guess because I live in Miami and I hate the heat so much. So every time I watch Cujo, it's so hot and they're trapped in the car and they're sweating and I just can't watch it. It grosses me out. It has nothing to do with the dog. I feel like if I'm going to watch it, I need a big glass of water with me for some reason. I don't know why. So
it's the rabies.
Miami, you've got style.
Oh, Miami! Hey, Miami Vice. I mean, come on, that was
the Golden Girls.
Huge Golden Girls.
I love the Golden Girls.
Love the Golden Girls. What are you talking about?
Do not mess with the Golden Girls. Okay.
No,
I love the
Golden Girls. Oh my God, he is totally absorbed in 80s. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Did you watch Designing Women, Keith?
No, I didn't. That's a tattoo.
Wow,
that's on someone's body, and that's fucking awesome.
Oh my! Can you imagine having that tattooed on yourself? That's amazing.
Imagine you go into a Golden Girls convention and all of the drag queens are just like, "That's fucking amazing."
Wow.
Wow. Golden Girls cafes are actually popping up, and I want to go to one.
Well, speaking of pop-ups, again, just to prove how much the 80s is still becoming embedded in current pop culture. And again, Stranger Things obviously has, I think, a big influence on that. And proof of that is there was a Stranger Things pop-up store at a mall here in Miami, and we got to visit last year. We went, and it was packed. I mean, it was packed. I couldn't believe, and it was all ages too. So definitely people who actually grew up in the 80s, and then people who probably just like Stranger Things, but still everyone was just obsessed with everything in there. And I actually like seeing that because one of my biggest problems with this generation, and I hate to say it, I blame the parents.
Yeah.
Why haven't you shown these kids anything of your childhood? I mean, that's why I know as much as I do about pop culture, because between my parents and my grandparents, I listened to everything dating all the way back to the 50s. I watched movies dating all the way back to the 30s. So I feel like that's also where the disconnect is. And it's like they're only concerned with what's going on right now, but it's like it's okay to like look to the past. I mean,
I don't know.
it all comes from somewhere.
I think parents today do expose their
You
children to that stuff. I think
really,
that's
you
a big
really think so?
I think that's a
You
big
think
part of why the 80s are coming back. Yeah, I
so
think
you
those kids
think if
really
you plucked
appreciate
a
that era.
13-year-old right now and asked him who Frank Sinatra was, you think that they would know who he is?
Well, I mean,
I don't
Frank
know
Sinatra
about
was
that.
old in the 80s. Come
It
on now.
doesn't matter,
Doesn't
but that's
matter.
my point. It doesn't matter. I'm a kid in the 90s and the 2000s walking around listening to my Monkees CD in my Sony Walkman CD player. What teenager is listening to the Monkees right now?
It's because
They probably don't even fucking know who that
they don't have
is.
Nickelodeon to show it to them. So
I
My
didn't know that because of Nickelodeon.
my 5-year-old knows who the monkeys are.
See? And that's probably because of your influence. So good. Good
I,
job.
my
I appreciate that.
okay, my son, number one,
Wow.
my wife is a huge Billy Joel fan. My son is named after Billy Joel.
Oh my God.
Joel, okay?
Joel, nice.
Joel with the hair. So he knows who Billy Joel is. He knows who Elvis Costello is
Good.
because I gave him my old iPhone. I'm like, here, and there's music on there. He's like, Dad, who's this? I'm like, that's Elvis Costello. Who's this? That's Dire Straits. Like, this is good music. I'm like, I know because your dad knows good music. Your mother doesn't.
Right.
Except for Billy Joel. That's it.
And again, how much of their interest being piqued is coming from them watching stuff on streaming and actually their parents telling them like, hey, this is what we encountered back in the day. This is what I was listening to. This is what I was watching at that time, I think that's why. It's because they're watching it everywhere else, not because the influence is coming from inside the house from their parents.
They're watching the Goonies and they love it.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
The fucking Goonies.
If you don't like the Goonies.
I mean, just
Get the
kid
fuck out of
adventure
this chat
movies
right now.
in general were huge back then.
Come
Well,
on,
because kids were running amok. I mean, not running amok, but they were
Because kids
raising
had
themselves.
adventures back then.
They did have
They got
adventures.
off the damn couch. They unplugged
I mean,
from their screen.
it's true. Having your bicycle. I mean, even me that I had. I mean, that was like the ultimate freedom. Was
And
having
our
a bike.
parents didn't care either. They were just
No,
like,
just
be back by dark. We don't care.
Yeah, come back by dark and don't lose any limbs. Fuck it,
Yeah, exactly. When the streetlights came on, I had to be home, or my dad would kill me. What the hell are you doing? I'm like, I was driving around. It's nighttime. I said, well, we live in the tiniest town. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was a level, I guess, of trust there. And honestly, I think that's fine because it teaches them how to think for themselves, how to fend for themselves. And those are all skills that they need to take with them when they become adults.
Exactly. Like my mother kicked me out of the house. Me and my brother, we went off with adventures. We went off with my what is that?
He just keeps changing his background.
Hey, that was an iconic 80s moment.
Oh, that was huge.
That was.
I'm pretty sure
massive.
Kelly. I'm sure Kelly's gonna make a comment now because I wouldn't doubt that she probably woke up for this, and I'm sure my mom probably woke up for this.
Camilla won.
Fuck her.
Camilla's a bitch. Fuck her.
She's a bitch.
Fucking cunt.
See, I watched PB. See, I knew it. I know my bestie. See, she watched the wedding. She did. She totally did.
She had the Princess Di haircut and everything. She did.
Oh God, Kelly, you gotta share some of your pictures. I mean, Kelly really did have that typical '80s teased out, crimped hair, and it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
My sister-in-law had hair like up to here. They one time she went to school, the teacher had to measure her hair, and she won.
That's great.
We didn't have the same stranger danger that they do. Oh my god.
It's true.
Oh my god.
Our strangers were much more dangerous.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
No, and
We had real predators back then.
Seriously,
God.
man.
You know, the kind that Arnold
I don't know if that's
Schwarzenegger
something to
had
be
fight.
proud of, but okay.
Get to the chopper.
The figure
Get to the
was
chopper.
such a- Oh my god.
Yes.
Who is your father and what does he do?
Yeah, the type of stuff we went through in the 80s growing up, we were practically indestructible. Movies like Goonies and Adventures in Babysitting were pretty damn close to real life. Yeah, Dave's Dimension, I totally agree with that. It's true. They've just become, so sheltered, and it's really, really sad to me.
What Dale said there. We had Dare. Yeah.
We had Dare
didn't do shit.
I learned more about how
to
do drugs in Dare than how to stay
You know what I loved about the Dare program? It got me out of class. That's what I loved about the Dare program.
It taught me what good shit was and bad shit.
All right, so this will get me high, but this will kill me. All right, don't take the stuff that'll
Yeah.
kill me.
Thanks, Dare.
We had sex ed, and but they also talked about drugs. It's like, okay, marijuana is a gateway drug.
I went to Catholic school. What is sex?
Yeah, exactly.
Please, we're the worst of all of them.
Right.
We're the worst of all of them.
And then you had, and then you had AIDS. You know.
Yeah, that was a big deal. I
mean, it was.
It shook the world when Freddie Mercury died because no one had any idea and didn't know what AIDS was. I mean,
Freddie Mercury fucked everything that moved. But he was the best frontman, the best frontman.
Such energy, such presence. I mean, oh my god! Last year, I didn't get a chance to do it, but I had told my mom when I was living in an apartment, I said, can you bring me all the home videos that we have, because I would like to convert them into a DVD or something, and I was going to give it to my dad as a present for Father's Day last year, because hey, keep on collecting. And I really wanted to do that for him because my dad, he loves all those home videos, and he's kind of, he's a sensitive guy and this and that. And I was running through them because I had a VCR, and I was running through them, and I cannot believe it. I found a VHS tape that my mom had recorded Live Aid.
Get out.
And I sat there and I watched it, and Tina Turner, may she rest in peace, dancing with Mick Jagger and him ripping off her skirt and those gorgeous ass legs of her, and just dancing up and down the stage and singing, and seeing Phil Collins on the drums. I couldn't believe my mom had that. I was like, I have to find a way to transfer these VHS tapes onto something so that they don't get ruined. And I was really surprised that the quality was still good, and that the VHS wasn't messed up or anything. It was and it was fun watching all the old commercials from Miami of the 80s.
You could literally drive over those damn things and they'd be fine.
The Pepsi commercials.
Oh my god. Old Publix commercials. If anyone knows what Publix is in Florida, it was so amazing to watch. I mean, I sat there on the floor just watching because
yes, Dave. Comic Relief was awesome. I loved
Comic Relief was great too. You had it was Robin
Billy
Williams,
Crystal,
Billy Crystal, and Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah.
Book fairs. I miss book fairs.
Oh,
even I had book fairs.
I love book fairs. Speaking of book fairs.
Yeah, the challenge.
Oh yes. I have those, yes.
I have all three of them. It's in one book. That was the most popular book to check out in the library at school.
Okay. This is all I did when I was a kid. We had the Challenger. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that was, man, we were literally watching that in school.
My mom,
we did too. And then
see that on TV.
My principal was right there, right next to the TV, right, and it was just one of those box TVs with the wheels that you wheeled in. We're all watching in the auditorium. The second the thing blew up, he turned it off. Like, hey, listen. this is what happened. Maybe we should just go back to our class. We're like, what happened?
I
And
can't even imagine.
my teacher's like, listen, it blew up. We're like,
Yeah.
oh my God. And I told the story to my parents. I'm like, this is what happened. It's like, Keith, we're sorry. And if you go back, because Dave is such a nerd about aerodynamics, they go into a whole thing about that, about what happened to the Challenger. They really go into depth of what happened and why that blew up. Like they recycled the cufflings or some shit like that. You gotta do your archives and do your research.
Well,
No pun intended.
What's terrible about it though is they've discovered that basically they were alive the entire
Yeah.
time. They
Yeah,
were
when it
plummeting
came
to the
down,
ground.
they
Yeah.
drowned.
In this flaming wreckage as
It's
it just
terrible.
plummets to
Oh my
Can't
God.
the ocean.
even imagine.
And the
I really
impact of the
can't.
water and the drowning, that's what killed them. I mean, yeah, that's got to be just the most
Wow.
traumatic way to go.
I know, it was fucking
What a
horrible.
downer.
And everyone was so excited because it was a teacher going into space.
Yes,
so
it
they
was
wanted us
a
all to
big, it was
see
a
it.
And
big
that was
deal. It
the
was a big
reason.
deal.
That was
Yeah.
the
Having
fucking
a
reason.
normal person
It
that,
was
you know,
history, in
yeah,
the
it was
making.
history.
And then that happened
Absolutely
live in front of
terrible.
all these children.
I corrected
A
my.
bunch of all
them.
these kids. Here's a picture of my ex-girlfriend. See?
Oh my God.
Oh
I
God.
used to be obsessed with that image when I was a kid reading that book. I don't know why. I've always been like into horror and stuff like that. So that was like my favorite thing to check out in the libraries.
There's a documentary on Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and
Oh, I'm gonna
Alvin
have to watch that.
Schwartz, he did all of his research in Princeton, New Jersey.
Oh, really? I'm gonna have to watch that documentary.
Princeton. Yeah, and the drawing, Stephen Gimmel, he was self-taught. He taught himself how to draw these things. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, that's impressive because those images are really beautiful.
They give your nightmares.
Oh, they're yeah, they are haunting.
Who did Hellboy? Guillermo del Toro. I'm sorry.
Guillermo del
Guillermo del
Toro.
Toro. Yeah.
Thank you.
Was the movie good?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I never watched it. I
Scary
gotta watch
Stories
it.
movie. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. It lived up to the actual Scary Stories. They told a couple of them.
Yeah.
The special effects were really good because you just had the images that the special effects guys went by, and they did a good job.
Yeah.
You know,
I
but
agree.
what was I going to
check
say?
it out.
Del Toro has the original artwork from the actual books. I'm like, you motherfucker.
That doesn't surprise me. That really doesn't surprise me. Somebody
No, it's
like
totally in his wheelhouse, though.
Yeah, it is.
And
I was not surprised when he decided to do that movie.
I can never show these to my kids. Never.
Why?
Because they're going to be scared. Listen, my one son, he's scared of Bloody Mary. That was another thing. The urban legends of Bloody Mary.
Okay.
And I'm a huge Supernatural fan, and they did Bloody Mary, and I tried to explain to him. I said, listen, the Winchesters took care of her. Who the fuck are the Winchesters? I'm like, dude, the Winchesters are fucking awesome. They got around and they bust ghosts. They're like Ghostbusters. They're fucking cooler than the Ghostbusters.
Going to Catholic school, that was a very popular dare in middle school, which was go home and look in the mirror and say Bloody Mary in the dark. What was it, like 10 times or something? And she'll like come and get you. And it was, oh my God, it was like the best. MTV, when it was actually MTV.
And they played music on there.
God.
Yeah.
That's all we did during summer vacation. My mom would work and we would just go and listen. MTV was on all the time.
Yeah.
All the fucking time.
It was a great source, and the music videos were so awesome. And again, I know I keep bringing up my mom, but my mom is a very like musically inclined person. And she told me that she based a lot of her love, for certain songs and albums on the music video. So she says even now when she hears certain songs, she's like, man, I just remember the music video like perfectly because it's just embedded in her brain. I grew up in the wrong decade.
The 80s were the best.
No, they were. I only got to experience 4 years of it, and just barely because those first 2 years, I don't remember dick. I mean, I'm only like 1 or 2 years old.
I bet you do remember Dick.
I know you remember this. My dad, okay, number one, my dad took me to go see Batman. And this is the year that Weird Al Yankovic had his movie come out, UHF. And I'm a huge Weird Al Yankovic fan. I'm like, I want to go see the Weird Al Yankovic movie. He's like, we're going to go see Batman, Keith. I'm like, okay, let's go see Batman. We went and saw Batman. It was awesome.
E.T. phone home? E.T.
Phone home.
That's for you, Kelly.
It's all for you, Kelly.
There you
It's all
go.
for you, baby.
Soak it up. I'm not sure why E.T. is hugging Michael Jackson here, but enjoy that. No, the original Batman was a fantastic experience. What?
You got him with that one. Oh man. What were we talking about? Oh, Batman.
Right
Batman.
Here.
Batman.
Poor Kelly.
Oh my god. But 89, that was the first Lethal Weapon. It was the first RoboCop, Batman, and then UHF got sucked up and it didn't make anything. It made no money,
was
but
great though.
But now it's a cult following. You know, Conan the Librarian, Spatula City. Spatula City, Spatula City. I still say that.
Now, 89 was a special time for me because that kicked off the Renaissance period for Disney. And that got Disney on the map with the original Little Mermaid. I'll just leave it at that. So, you know, I mean, the 80s were just great all around.
They were.
Yeah. And we got Michael Jackson. I know you got that weird ass picture there, but Michael Jackson was
Michael Jackson,
Thriller?
King of Pop.
Thriller?
Oh, Thriller was awesome.
We watched Thriller in school.
Thriller was oh my god, that music video was fucking insane. It's wonderful. I love that music video.
John Landis did that, and
Hell
Rick
yeah.
Baker.
Rick fucking Baker.
The fucking man.
If
So
you don't know who he is, look up Rick Baker, please.
okay, he did Coming to America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Michael Jackson talks to Landis. Is like, listen, I saw American Werewolf in London. Can you make me like that? It's like, yeah, we can do that. And he does like the whole thing. Like, here, that's you, like a cat guy, you know. And they did the whole thing. Elvira, Cassandra Peterson, she talked to Vincent Price, the fucking man, to do a Thriller. Like, you got to do Thriller. That's it. You know?
I just feel like there was just so much creativity in the 80s too. And as much as I understand the need now, and we can't go backwards for certain technology, you know, because now we have all this technology and everything is just fucking CGI to hell. Oh, the man himself, David Bowie. I love David Bowie.
Yeah.
Without David Bowie, there's no Madonna and there's no fucking Lady Gaga.
I freaking love David Bowie.
So do I.
Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, that's another reason why I love the 80s and why I say all the time that I miss the days of old sets and makeup and things like that. I mean, Tim Burton was also huge in the 80s. You know, you had Batman, you had Edward Scissorhands, you had Beetlejuice, and
Beetlejuice was awesome.
Oh my god, I love Beetlejuice. That's like one of my favorite.
That
and
was
again,
one that was
Kelly
on
mentioned it
HBO
earlier.
on
Pee-wee's
repeat.
Pee-wee's Playhouse. So
Pee-wee's Playhouse, that was awesome. Originally, that was a whole that was adult oriented. Pee-wee's Playhouse.
It was.
I remember
his comedy was
I remember watching Evening at the Improv because I used to stay up late and I had to switch over from evening and at the Improv because I wanted to be a comedian. I'm 43. I still want to be a comedian.
I don't blame you.
And USA Up All Night with Rhonda Shear. You didn't have that in Miami? Oh my God, you're missing out.
I'm not aware of
Up All
it.
Night was great.
Rhonda Shear and Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh well, yeah, Gilbert Gottfried, I know.
Oh my!
I know
God,
him for different reasons, but I know.
It was basically what it was. Everyone who doesn't know what it is, USA Up All Night was it was Rhonda Shear, who was an actress, blonde, big tits, whatever, and she would just show movies, and that was it. She'd show like B movies, like everything from the 80s, from like Revenge of the Nerds or Ski School or Cave Girl or stupid shit like that. But was so enthralled by it, like, I don't care, I'm gonna watch it. And I stayed up late, you know? So that was me.
Oh my God. Eddie Murphy Raw.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the best. He had
Between
2
that
of them.
special, the outfit and I mean, just iconic. Oh yeah, I love Revenge of the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds was great.
People, seriously, stop watching some of these movies with 2023 eyes.
Yeah.
I am aware that Revenge of the Nerds has some serious issues that would not fly today, but
You can't.
But they've got Bush.
We've got Bush.
I think that movie's fucking
There's
What the fuck
literally
you
a
looking
character
at,
named
nerd?
Booger.
I was thinking
That's another thing. Like the 80s didn't when did the PG-13 rating come into play? Because it
I
really
don't know.
it was in the 80s, but I can't remember what year because it would
Don't
jump
know.
literally from PG to rated R because I've seen some PG movies in the 80s and I'm like, I can't believe there's tits in this movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know, like
Fast Times at
it's
Ridgemont
like
High has like full frontal male nudity and
yeah.
it's PG. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, gnarly!
Yeah, seriously, man. I'm telling you. What are you looking at, nerd? I thought I was looking at my mother's old douchebag, but that's in Ohio. I remember my cousin telling me about this. Like, you gotta watch this movie called Revenge of the Nerds. I'm like, what's it about? And I'm sleeping over at his house, and he's explaining it to me. I'm like, I gotta watch this fucking movie. I was 7.
Oh my God, Porky's.
Poor young Keys.
You know, the 80s were just straight up horny.
Seriously, man. How about Porky's? It was just a bunch of guys who just wanted to get laid. That was it.
Yeah, that was the whole plot.
And then years later, Howard Stern wanted to remake the movie, but he wanted to play the hooker. I'm like, I definitely want to fucking watch that movie.
And that's something that I recently discussed on my friend's podcast, Nick Flicks, because we were talking about specifically movies that take place in high school. So like Fast Times was definitely one that we talked about. And then we talked about Superbad. And I feel like that's where like the teen comedy kind of ended because it's like, what do these kids have now? And it's like, well, we can't make this. And I'm like, I don't understand this generation. Like, don't sit here and tell me like all these current high schoolers aren't thinking about fucking. Like, come on. Like, that is such a teen
Now
thing.
they have 13 Reasons Why and Euphoria and shit like
I
that.
know.
Yeah.
Well, I watch Euphoria, and I actually do like that show. And honestly, Euphoria there's a ton of nudity and drug use and drinking in that on that show. So
Teenagers
it's
want
a
to
little
get
more
drunk
on the
and
darker
get laid.
side.
That's never going to change.
That's never
You
gonna
know?
change.
No.
It's
No.
just comes
Yeah, but
with
in the 80s,
biological
it was a
territory.
fun thing. It was just
Right,
it
it
was
was
a
a fun
rite
thing.
of
Now it's
it was a
something
rite
to
of
be
passage. Now
shameful
it's
of.
Yeah.
it's all dark and broody.
Dicks. You draw dicks.
Big veiny
The
dicks.
veinier the better.
Yeah, man.
You know how many foods are shaped like dicks? The best kind. I love Superbad. And again, that makes me sad because I loved my teen comedies and in my heydays. So I feel so sad for this generation.
Yeah.
Like even like American Pie is not even that old of a movie.
No.
And already you could not remake that
No,
movie. You couldn't
not at
even
all.
remake Superbad now.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Literally about 2 guys trying to get laid before they head off to college. A typical premise. Oh, and John Hughes was like a god. I mean, he was like the god of teen movies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Molly
yeah.
Ringwald was a big deal.
I
She
loved
was
Molly Ringwald.
she was everything. Absolutely everything. Keg parties. Oh my god.
Gay parties were awesome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what this is. What the fuck are beer balls? I'm
They
sorry.
used
I
it
actually don't
was
drink beer. That beer's not my thing. So
Coors Light had this beer ball, and it kind of was a keg, but it kind of wasn't. It was like a keg junior,
okay.
and it was plastic. That's what it was.
Mm.
So it was big in like in the 80s and early 90s. So
Dude,
you can probably get like maybe a 30 pack out of it. Believe it or not. Mead.
Beer balls are when you drink too much and you relax and your junk sags. That's beer balls.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Talking about? Is it even true?
I don't.
Is that what happens?
No, he's full of shit. Don't listen to him.
You know,
Well,
they
don't-
start hitting you between the knees. Yeah.
He's playing that to Michael Jackson because he didn't have any testicles. He didn't.
I've always claimed that he was actually asexual, so
They felt better for him.
I just couldn't imagine Michael Jackson having sex with a woman, and I couldn't imagine him having sex even with a man. To me, Michael, he was always asexual. I'm sorry, so
He was a
that
child.
might be controversial, but
He really was, you know.
Mhm.
Like he was
So-
robbed of any ability to develop normally in any capacity. So.
No,
he
no,
was
seriously.
super fucked up.
No.
He is definitely a product of his father's abuse.
Absolutely. You
Mhm.
know, and then you had other people that came out like Prince. Prince was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
Prince was the shit.
Prince was the shit. Jesus, honey, how many backgrounds do you have?
We had Carson and Letterman. Come on now.
Oh, hold
Yeah.
on. I'm sorry. Here, let me remove the.
You got to check out
There you go.
you got to check out Carson, and Vincent Price is on there, and he's talking to Vincent Price like, "What are you gonna do?" I said, I'm gonna cook some fish there, John." He said, "Well, how are you gonna do that?" I said, "Well, I have this washing machine." Like, what the fuck? Are you serious? The dude has a washing machine, and he puts the fish in there, and he like puts like oil and lemon and salt and pepper and all that shit, and he wraps it in aluminum foil and he puts it in the washing machine. "This is gonna taste great, Johnny." I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious? My buddy Skeleton Joe, he showed me that. It's just, what the hell is this? This is awesome.
Oh, I love.
I'm
Purple
like,
Rain.
dude, we gotta try this.
Oh fuck!
But someone else's washing machine.
Yeah, it's got to be someone else's for sure.
Hey man, Johnny was the man for the longest time. It was definitely an honor to be on Johnny Carson. If you were a comedian and he called you over to the seat afterwards after your set, that was an even bigger deal. Like you were gonna blow up. Like that was it.
Him and Rodney Dangerfield. Rodney Dangerfield was responsible for a lot of people's careers. Roseanne, the Dice Man, Ray Romano, Jerry Seinfeld, Sam Kinison, all those guys.
Oh my God.
You know, Sam
despite
Kinison
that,
was
he gets no respect.
No respect, no whatsoever. You know, and then Rodney Dangerfield movies back in the 80s, Back to School. It was him, Iron Man, and Keith. What's his name? He was in Christine.
Layman.
No, I wish I was in that movie. I wish I was in that movie.
That guy.
Fucking Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
Fucking Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris is still iconic today because of the 80s.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. But anyway, it's just like rich old man wants to party, go. And then Caddyshack.
I love Caddyshack.
Caddyshack was fucking
and that's
great.
the other thing. That just goes to show you how light even the 80s were. I just feel like the 80s was nothing but just a decade of comedy. Like everything was just fun or funny, you know? I mean,
genuinely good comedy.
Genuinely really good comedy. I mean,
Ferris Bueller, come on now.
Oh my God, Ferris Bueller is a great fucking movie.
Have you heard the theories that Ferris Bueller is an imagination in his friend's mind?
In Cameron's mind,
yeah. In Cameron's mind. Yeah. I have heard that. Yeah. Oh, somehow I almost forgot about this, and thank God I didn't, because I'm going tomorrow and I forgot I purchased the ticket, but I'm gonna go see Raiders of the Lost Ark tomorrow on the
no
screen.
Shit, that's
fucking
awesome.
Yes, I am, and it's one of those Fathom event things.
Nice.
If you don't know what that is, look it up. And
no shit, that's awesome.
That I'm really, really, really happy. And this is another reason why I need movie theaters to survive, because oh, you're welcome. Keep on, you're welcome. That is something that I have loved ever since these Fathom events started happening, is that they are playing all these, older classic movies for their anniversaries, and they re-release them in the theater. And I hope that it piques the younger generation's interest so they can go and actually watch some of these. Like, I actually like Stripes had their, I think, like their 40th anniversary.
That's
I went and
amazing.
saw that in the theater because I love that movie, and I wasn't around for these movies, so for me, it's a real treat to see them on the big screen. I never saw Raiders on the big screen. I never got to see Return of the Jedi on the
Yeah, I
big
was gonna
screen. So
say
you
going to
bet
see
your
Return of
fucking
the Jedi
ass.
was
You
great.
bet your fucking ass. I went for the 40th anniversary, and
Good
Empire
shit.
Strikes Back too. I went in 2020. I didn't give a shit that the pandemic was around. I went to the theater and I watched it. So keep on with that, please, because I mean, I look and scroll through Fandango all the time to see hey Dagon, to
Hey,
see
Dagon.
which other old movies they're gonna release so I can watch them. Thanks, Muzza. Thanks for coming.
I'll see you later. Be good.
Later, Muzza.
Stay
Have a
out of
nice
trouble.
lunch with the parents. Hey, Rogue Attraction.
Hey, Rogue.
Automobile.
Again, another thing you would not be able to do. I absolutely love 16 Candles, and
That's a great movie.
you could not recreate that character. Long
The
Duck Dawn,
movie,
you
the
cannot
movie,
recreate.
yeah. Oh, the movie you gotta see is Hot Tub Time Machine with John
Oh, I
Cusack.
love
Yeah,
that movie.
I
I keep hearing
love
it's a
John
really good
Cusack.
movie. I love John Cusack too, actually.
So do I.
Come on,
I
say
I
anything.
actually enjoyed both of those movies.
Hey, Logical Spock.
Hey, Spock.
Hi, Spock.
So yeah, great decade. I mean, I love the 90s very much, but I definitely would say that the 80s was probably like the last innocent decade for sure.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I can't believe we didn't talk about this considering you're wearing the fucking shirt, but
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, man. I mean,
I love Back to the Future.
again, this is why I love older movies. Some people might say, "Oh, but it looks so corny." I'm sorry, that movie impresses me for its time. Like, that's how I always look at it, that my God, this was made without all the technology that we have today. So I actually have a deeper appreciation for those movies. Same thing with Ghostbusters. I love watching the
Ghostbusters
behind the
was
scenes of how
fantastic.
some of these movies were made. I mean, it's truly, truly incredible. I have major appreciation for it, the creativity, instead of just sitting there and clicking on a mouse and typing code into a keyboard or whatever it is.
You have The Thing, which I fucking love, and it
Oh, yeah.
almost killed Carpenter's career. Years later, they did the prequel to it.
Mhm.
It was a good story, but I
It
didn't
was.
like it because everything was a CGI. I'm like, this is
Gotcha.
bullshit.
Yeah, it did take
Yeah.
away from it for
I
sure.
did not like it, but they pieced it together
Yeah.
really good. But yeah, I mean,
I actually watched The Thing for the first time ever last year at the recommendation of our friend Alan of
seriously?
Graves Reviews. Yeah, and
Seriously?
Great movie.
I seriously fucking loved it. The
Okay,
thing
at
is,
the
I'm more about like the supernatural stuff than maybe the more like alien type stuff. So that's why
Okay.
I like The Exorcist. Like, one of my favorite movies of the 80s is Poltergeist.
yeah,
Oh,
Poltergeist is great.
I love Poltergeist.
Poltergeist is the reason why I'm afraid of clowns.
Fuck a clown. Fuck clowns. Fuck clowns.
I
Or
don't.
just
I,
creepy
I,
clown
It-
dolls.
Yeah,
I-
Stephen King's It with Tim
I
Curry.
don't.
Nope.
I don't. Okay, I don't like clowns. I don't like mannequins, and I don't like those old
Guilty.
style marionette puppets. Scare the fucking shit out of me.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space, guys.
I love that movie.
It's
I
great.
fucking love that movie. Killer clowns.
I don't like clowns.
Fucking wrap you in cotton candy and eat you.
No clowns
So
for
fucking
me.
great.
I'm actually surprised that I even like the Joker and Harley Quinn, but I actually do. Yeah, I don't like clowns at all.
Yeah.
They're creepy. Super creepy.
Superman was
gosh.
huge in the 80s.
Superman was huge. Superman 2.
Oh, yeah.
No, the original Superman came out in 78, right?
78, yeah.
Yeah. And that was Richard Donner. And
Oh, yeah.
who did the score? It was the fucking man.
John Williams?
John
Yeah.
Williams.
Yeah.
Speaking of Richard Donner, we got Die Hard.
Die Hard is a Christmas music.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is
Yes,
a
it
Christmas
is.
movie.
Die
It
Hard.
is.
I
It
love
is a
Die
Christmas
Hard.
movie.
Die Hard is amazing.
Die Hard.
I loved fucking
Yep.
Die Hard.
Richard Donner did Goonies.
And that's
It
another
was kind
man.
of a
There
great
was some,
decade for
God,
him.
think of everything that we've mentioned. There was something for everybody in the 80s. There was fantasy, there was comedy, there was romance, because When Harry Met Sally is like it's probably like my favorite romantic comedy ever. You had horror. I mean, there was action. I mean, action movies were huge in the 80s. There was literally something for didn't Predator come out in the 80s?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Predator was fucking huge.
Predator, Alien, all that was great.
I thought Alien was in the 70s.
Alien was
Alien.
79.
Oh, but Aliens.
But Aliens
was
was
88.
I'm so sorry. I could not get through Aliens.
You serious?
Yeah, I love the first one, and I just for some reason couldn't get. You know why? Because I loved the first movie because it was so much more like a horror movie. And
They're
then
two very different
James Cameron flipped the switch and went the opposite direction, made it more
sci-fi
action.
Yeah.
And I wasn't down for it. Like the creep scare factor, completely went away, and
It was just more action.
Well, and they did so much with so little in the original, whereas the second one was just this
it felt like you were in a haunted house in space. You didn't know where this thing was on the ship, and that just made it so creepy. And it's all black, so it's blending in completely with the ship.
Yeah.
That whole xenomorph was based on H.R. Geiger.
I love xenomorph.
Yeah.
So neat. Hey, Gilbert.
Hey, Gilbert.
Hi, Gilbert.
We mentioned you earlier. We're still not going to apologize for you liking How I Met Your Mother more than
Speaking of people who have no taste in comedy.
Damn.
We love you, Gilbert. We do. We love you and Harry. Clue's good. Yeah,
I love all the different endings.
I love Clue. Oh my God.
I'm going to go home and sleep with my wife.
Such a wonderful time.
And then you had Jim Henson with all of his movies, The Dark Crystal and Pan's Labyrinth, or not Pan's Labyrinth, The Labyrinth. Pan's Labyrinth.
It's okay. Another great movie, by the way, Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth is fantastic. Labyrinth is great.
Yeah.
With David Bowie.
And
his
lack of a cod piece. Yeah.
Fucking A, man.
It
shouldn't even be starring David Bowie. It's starring David Bowie's bulge.
Yeah. The Bowie bulge.
Ooh, that thing was impressive.
David Bowie.
It was there. I don't know if impressive was the word.
Oh, it was there.
His hair was way bigger than that bulge.
He was married to a black woman. He did something right.
Oh God. I think we're. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about the 80s?
Well, now that we've gotten all thick with it, I don't know what else is left. We've discussed David Bowie's junk, so
great way to end a podcast.
I wish
a stream.
I wish I would listen to more of alternative bands during the 80s, but I didn't know. I didn't know about the Smiths or the Cure or Black Flag or the Ramones. My parents were so square. My dad listened to Stephen Eady. Okay, I don't know who they are, but look them up. It's like a Jersey, New York thing. Stephen Eady, they passed away recently, but my mom listened to top 40, so I listened to the popular bands like Madonna and Aha. And I'm not saying wrong; they were good music. It was catchy music, but it was too commercial, especially everything on MTV. Because if you were on MTV, you fucking made it, like Madonna and Weird Al and all those people. Yeah, absolutely. But Black Flag didn't have a video, or Black Sabbath or Metallica or any of those bands. So, but I did like Guns N' Roses back in the day.
Yeah, GNR. Oh. Yeah, they were huge. Oh, man, that's another thing. Something that I just, got turned on to thanks to this guy right here and a couple of other people that recommended it to me. I mean, 1987, Next Generation, Star Trek. Oh my God, another great achievement. I gotta tell you, I'm watching it now, and I had done, a podcast about this, I think like maybe 2 years back, and one of our guests said that she wasn't sure if I would like it. And I told her, no, I said, luckily I know how to, switch my brain. And like I said, appreciate things for, the time when it's made. And And I don't think it's cheesy at all. Some people kept telling me, "Oh, you got to get through the first season. The first season." I loving Star Trek Next Generation. I'm thoroughly impressed that this is from 1987. Thoroughly impressed.
I loved it. I loved
so much.
I loved the characters. I loved Data. Data was my favorite,
know,
especially when the movies came out, and they made like a sensory chip for him so he can
Mhm.
just so he can feel emotions. That's what he
That's
wanted to do.
awesome.
The whole series, he just wanted to be human. He was
Yeah.
so enthralled with humans. Like you can whistle and pet a cat and all this shit, and he has an emotion chip. By the second movie, he can just turn it off. That fucking blew my mind because I got dumped by girls like you wouldn't believe.
Aw.
Like they left me in the gutter, and this cat just turned off his emotion. Like, okay, boom, I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna go to school, whatever. I'm like, I fucking want that.
I'm
You
sensing
know?
a theme here tonight. Both men therapy on this stream.
sharing is caring.
Certain
It's okay.
traumatic, getting dumped by chicks.
We're all just being here for each other. Well,
Okay,
it's all you people,
Fuck
listen.
those
If
chicks,
you
by the
do,
way.
women.
if you do exes, I have a list. I'm gonna write a book one of these days.
Well, I was really a nerd. Like, I didn't date at all. Like, in high school, I didn't have my first serious boyfriend until I was like 19. So,
Yeah,
believe me, you know, forget, even being rejected. I was really rejected by no one even approaching me. So, I don't know which is worse, a chick
Yeah.
saying no or never being approached at all. So, we're all damaged. Yeah, we're all damaged. Jesus. Does anyone have anything in the chat that they would like to discuss today in our therapy session?
anything at all.
Anything at all. We're here for you.
Yeah, we're here to talk.
We're gonna bond because I'm noticing a theme with this age bracket.
Lots of bondage. Yes.
And that's another thing. I mean, yeah, we watched a lot of great stuff, but we also watched a lot of fucked up stuff. Like
Hellraiser.
Oh,
Hellraiser is great. I fucking love Hellraiser.
When I was a kid, that was the first horror movie I ever watched.
Oh my god.
Seriously, my babysitter was a boy, and he called me up, says, Keith, I'm coming over to babysit you. What do you want me to bring? I'm like, what do you got? I got this movie called Hellraiser. I'm like, dude, fucking bring it, man. Holy shit. And we watched Hellraiser 2. And
I
that
didn't
was
like that one as much.
Not really. No, Hellraiser 3 was better, in my opinion.
love Hellraiser.
But the first Hellraiser was like, oh my god. And then like years and years later, I'm watching season 3, episode 1 of The Boys, and it's way more gruesome than fucking Hellraiser ever was.
Oh my
You
god.
know?
I love The Boys.
yes, The Boys
That was
is
fucking
great.
crazy.
The writers from Supernatural, they're doing The Boys, and they're trying to get Jared Padalecki and Jeffrey Dean Morgan to be on the show.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
That would be
That'd be
epic.
really, really cool.
Yeah.
Poor Gilbert.
What
Youngin.
happened, Gilbert?
Born in '94. I was almost out of high school.
Okay, G for like this may as well have been porn. Like Jane Fonda's workout.
Oh yeah, Jane Fonda.
Fonda's
Period.
workout.
Barbarella, baby. Oh my
Barbara.
god, Jane Fonda was hot back in the day.
I remember rotary
You
phones.
still get it. What you
Rotary
talking?
phones. WWE.
You mean
Or
WWF?
WWF.
Yes.
Yeah.
WWE. What the hell is
Oh.
that? Stupid. Yes,
wrestling's not
WWF
my
was
thing.
great.
Yes,
You
geeks.
had to
from
love Andre the
yes,
Giant,
Dino.
Hulk Hogan. All the
Boys
good
is
ones.
absolutely
I
fantastic.
was always a Rowdy Piper guy.
Rowdy Roddy Piper. Oh yeah, friend of mine got kissed by him on
No
camera.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky bastard.
Yeah, he was coming down the aisle, and yeah,
I was
great.
this close to meeting Rowdy Piper. I was at a Monster Mania, and my buddy met Keith David, and I'm like, "Should we stay for Rowdy Piper?" He's like, "No, let's go. We'll check him out later." He died 6 months later. I'm like, "Motherfucker!"
Oh no!
And I called my buddy. I'm like, "Dude, Rowdy died." He's like, "Oh shit, we were supposed to meet him." I was like, "We should have fucking met him, Tom. God damn it!"
Yeah,
I
Lost
thought-
Boys.
he
that
said-
was huge.
Lost Boys was awesome.
Lost Boys. Speaking of mullets,
Yeah. Oh my god.
Monster Squad.
Monster Squad.
I love
Wolfman's got
Monster
nards.
Squad. Wolfman's got nards.
I love that movie.
Can we just say
Okay.
that everyone wanted to be Rudy?
Oh
All
yeah.
right. I tried to watch They Live and just
Are you serious?
I just couldn't.
What?
I was like, this is
What?
this is
It's
I'm
epic.
sorry. I'm a little bit of a snob when it comes to movies. I have my guilty pleasures like everybody else, obviously, but that movie, I was just I can't fucking take this.
It's okay. It's bad, but it's one
I
of
was like,
those
I
that for
can't
me
fucking it
falls
wasn't
in
even
that.
good bad. It's not even
It
good bad.
it falls in that category of a movie that if they remade it today, it
You
actually
can't do it.
potentially. I think it could be good. I really do because the idea of it is strong. It's just the execution. For us, we appreciated it back in the day, but
Yeah.
it doesn't hold up.
The whole basis was Republicans. That was it.
Interesting.
It was all Republicans. Like he's holding money and he has the glasses and it
Right.
says, "This is your God." You know.
Mm.
So it was
Yeah.
all commercialism and it was all about
I'm
Republicans.
sorry.
So did
Okay.
you ever watch
Sorry.
Prince of Darkness?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
I haven't seen it in a while, but yes. But I haven't seen it in a long time.
Okay. The
Oh.
Thing, real quick, at the end of the movie, it's Keith David and Kurt Russell. Who's the
Yeah.
Thing?
I honestly would say it's Kurt Russell.
Nope.
It's not. It's Keith David.
It's Keith David because he doesn't blink and he doesn't breathe. And there's
Yeah.
no air coming out.
Interesting.
And then remember the movie, it's like, hey, listen, we don't know who everyone is, who is
Right.
the real thing. Let's all eat our own food and be careful and not, share each other's food. And at the end of the movie, he shares with Keith David. He takes a drink of whiskey. So he's like, well, fuck it. I'm going to die. Whatever. Who gives a shit?
For those who are going to listen to this as a podcast,
We're pointing
our
at
buddy
you.
friend Isaac is saying pointing is rude, so we're pointing at the camera now.
I'm squishing your head.
I love mystery science theater.
I love Mystery Science Theater. I'm
That
trying to get my kids
is
into it.
hilarious. I love it. Because that's definitely something that I do even now when I'm watching movies, even movies that I really
Tickle the
love.
shit out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, I love Star Wars as much as the next person, but even I will sit there sometimes and just poke fun at everything because I just can't help it.
They got a girl in there now. That girl is watching the movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my buddy met Jonah. So he was at a convention and it was Jonah and the bots and he got a picture of it. I'm like, that's so awesome. He was so head over heels because he loved that
Yes,
show.
Dino. Yes. A vagina with teeth is the scariest thing ever. Yes.
That is kind of scary.
Oh my God. Absolutely. Airplane.
Oh,
I
Airplane is
love
the best
Airplane
comedy
was
ever
great.
made.
Airplane is
Yes.
so great.
I love Airplane.
Since then, I developed a drinking problem.
It
I
is
could-
such a quotable
I picked
movie.
a terrible day to start quit smoking.
There's a sale at Penny's.
Picked a terrible day to quit sniffing glue.
It's a pterodactyl. It's a brooch.
Excuse me, sir. I speak jive.
I speak jive. The fact that it was Leave It to Beaver's mom, June Cleaver, is
Fucking
going to get
June
up there and speak
Cleaver.
jive.
Oh my lord.
Like when everybody lines up to beat the hell out of that hysterical woman.
Oh, I love that. That is one of my favorites.
Akeem Abdul-Jabbar is the pilot.
I actually met Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at
No
an
shit.
airport in Seattle on New Year's Day 2020.
That's fucking
was
awesome.
Crazy, yeah. I walked up to him. He was being really, incognito, and I was like,
Oh yes.
How
Are
can
you
you be
Kareem?
incognito? He's 7 foot
exactly.
tall.
He's like a giant.
Hello?
Yes.
Have you ever seen a grown man naked? Oh, Logical Spock, I got a sound clip for you, buddy. I got a sound clip for you. Where is it? I got one for you.
What? I am your father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate. What?
Just for you. Just for you.
Nice.
I fucking love Spaceballs.
We ain't found shit.
We ain't found shit. Well,
What
come
does that make us?
That's what we're doing.
Absolutely nothing.
Mega Maid's gone from suck
The
to
blow.
blow. I love the Planet of the Apes at the end when they ride out.
Oh
Like,
shit!
what
There
are
goes
those
the
coming
planet.
out of her nose? Spaceballs. Oh shit! There goes the planet.
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
Chicken.
Come back here, you
Funny,
fat
she
bearded
didn't look
bitch!
Jewish.
I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes!
Guys, Josh and I were talking about this earlier. Get ready. At some point in the future, we are going to do a stream just all about Mel Brooks.
Oh,
So
Oh, dude.
get ready because that guy is
All gold.
the fucking best. Okay.
You can't make those movies now.
No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
no.
No. And
No, you can't.
his movies, especially Blazing Saddles, because that's always the one that tends to come up the most,
Yeah.
is heavily misinterpreted.
Yeah.
Heavily misinterpreted. Okay.
People don't get
'Cause
the joke.
they don't get
I
it.
love-
They don't
I-
get that he's poking fun at racism. He's not
I-
condoning it. So
I love Gene
fuck off your
Wilder
high
in the
horse.
movie. I shook with his head.
All right, Tina. I am very well aware of this movie, but I cannot watch it. I can't watch
Creepshow?
I can't watch Creepshow.
Really? Are you serious? The first Creepshow?
I can't watch it. I can't
classic.
Why
watch
not?
it because there's one story that
Which one?
I can't
Which one?
do. The
Which
guy
one?
with the bugs, with the roaches.
Ah!
I can't do it. I can't do it.
What about like Tales from the Dark Side?
I love Tales
can't
from the
do it.
Dark Side.
It was good.
I love
never
Tales
watch
from the
that
Dark
movie.
Side.
Tales from the Crypt.
Tales from the Crypt. I used to watch Tales from the Crypt with my grandmother. As crazy as that sounds, that was
Nice.
awesome. There was some really good ones on there.
Mm-hmm.
The one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, he wrote that one. It was
Mhm.
awesome. Oh, the old man, and they do a process where they transfer the young man body parts to the old man.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
shit, man. Friday the 13th, a series.
Oh, I've never seen it, but I definitely have heard of it.
I got them right here. Oh my god, dude, it was
I
awesome.
don't know why I'm
It
not a
was
slasher kind of person. I like Halloween, which I guess is somewhat slasher, but I've never been a Jason Voorhees fan.
Are you
I'm
I've
a
watched
Freddy
it.
guy.
I've watched it. I like Freddy Krueger. I do like Freddy. I like Freddy.
Freddy
I like
has
that more kind of like
personality.
psychological stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jason just always came off like a meathead to me. I think that's why I never really like dug the character.
I love Jason Voorhees. It was awesome. There's this guy in Jersey. His name's South Jersey Jason. He dresses up as Jason Voorhees, and he what's up, kitty cat? And he
Let me see. Oh, kitty!
Aw.
Oh my god! Boy or girl?
boy, his brother's upstairs.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
You got a pretty pussy there, Keith.
Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
listen,
What's his name?
His name is Checkers.
Tina. Checkers. Tina, I'm so
That's-
jealous right
that's
now.
Epic.
I
I'd love
was-
to meet Robert England.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I can't say it. Kelly, are you still watching Stranger Things at all? I don't want to spoil anything. Fuck.
Don't. Just don't.
Okay. All right. Anyway,
Anyway, his brother's upstairs. His name's Whiskers.
thanks.
So-
Aw.
But his
Whiskers.
but when we adopted him, his name is Arizil, and his brother's name was Lorenzo. I'm like, I would have kept those names, but the boys changed their names. I'm like, why would you do that? Now the cats have a complex. Like, why would you do that? You know? So, but whatever. Listen, these cats are just nothing but love.
Look how cute.
He's a sweetheart. He
I
really
used to
is.
be more of a I'm still more of a dog person, but I've lately have had a more appreciation for cats. And
Uh-huh.
there is this one cat that belongs to my neighbor across the street. Her name is Cookie.
Mhm.
And I got to tell you, it brings me a lot of joy when I walk out of the house and she runs right up to me.
Aw.
She wants me to pet her and she starts meowing at me and then she gets on her back and shows me her little belly.
Aw.
And it's really cute. She is precious. I love her. Oh, kitty.
Damn.
Kitty.
Come on.
Kitty. So cute.
You're famous now.
Yes, you are. Careful. I will need an OnlyFans. True.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Money to be made there.
Good Dino.
Well,
Oh, Mr. Freddy Krueger fan club. Nice.
So you're a big Nightmare on Elm Street guy. There's this movie you have to watch, and it came out in '82, I think.
Mhm.
It was called Dead and Buried. really good horror movie. It's
Okay.
a very young, handsome Robert Englund and the grandfather from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Grandpa
Okay.
Joe.
Yeah.
Grandpa Joe.
So that was his last movie. It's
Oh.
it's really good. You gotta watch it.
All right, I'll watch it.
Dead,
I'll definitely
Check
watch
Dead
that
it.
and
out.
Buried.
Dead and Buried.
Dead and Buried. It was on. I found it on Joe Bob Briggs.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, check it out.
What's on Twitter? What is Mr. Spock?
What?
John Cusack
Mm-hmm.
is hosting
Better Off Dead.
hosting an intimate screening of 16 Candles following a Q&A session on Sunday, September 17th.
That's crazy because he's coming to my area doing High Fidelity.
Nice.
I fucking love that movie.
Where is this gonna be? Where is this gonna be? I do love the 80s SNL cast. I know a lot of them.
Yeah.
I know they cleaned house towards the end to, and a lot of them got fired, but
Yeah, but I thought it was a pretty
that
solid
was such a
cast.
great cast. Kevin Nealon, I mean, Adam Sandler,
Dennis Miller doing the news.
Yeah.
Chris Farley. I mean, my God.
Well, and it segued into that awesome 90s cast.
The 90s were great. No,
Yeah.
the 80s and the 90s were great because I loved the Sherry O'Terry and Will Ferrell, Anna Gasteyer. I loved that specific cast. Yeah, they were great. No, SNL is not what it used to be in the least bit. It's not Church Lady.
Saturday Night Live sucks now.
It does. It's
But the last one I saw, it was Travis Kelce after they won the Super Bowl, and Jason Kelce was on the show with his parents. I mean, that was it.
I'm 50. Molly Shannon. Oh my God.
Molly Shannon was awesome.
Oh yeah,
she was.
I always watched Norm Macdonald for the Weekend Update. That was my favorite.
Oh man,
I can't believe he's gone.
God.
I cannot believe he's gone.
He had a show on Netflix called Norm Macdonald Has a Show, and it was still funny. He was so fucking hilarious.
And then he played one of the characters. He was the voice, if you've ever seen the Orville, and he was so funny. He played like this
Gillette.
What was it, John? Yeah, this gooey looking. I don't even know how to describe it, but man, I was really sad, and I mean Bob Saget too. That was another travesty.
Bob Saget,
Full House started in the late '80s, and I loved
everyone was shocked because
he's so
Bob
dirty.
Bob Saget had a special
so
on HBO.
dirty.
Like, Bob Saget has his show, Squeaky Clean Bob Saget. Wow, let's watch this. And it was a complete 180 because this guy was so fucking dirty. It threw everyone through a fucking loop, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah. I mean, there is this one joke called the Aristocrats, and it's told by every comedian, and they always try to one up each other to see who can tell it in the dirtiest way. And I believe there was even a movie about it, and all the different comedians were and I've read that Bob Saget had one of the dirtiest versions of that joke, and it's you who'd have thought? Danny Tanner, host of America's Funniest Home Videos.
Okay. So Bob Saget is in the hospital, and his wife gave birth to a baby girl, and one of his comedian friends comes in to see Bob Saget and the family. They ask him how he's doing, and he's holding the baby, and Bob Saget turns to a guy and says, "Hey, I'll let you finger her for $1."
Jesus Christ.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, seriously, man.
Listen, I mean, cocaine was huge, in the 80s. The Scarface, everything. Robin Williams, I mean, all of his acts, he was all coke-filled rants.
The 80s are the reason that 90% of $20 bills have traces of cocaine on them.
No shit. Seriously, man. Fuck yeah. Robin Williams was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Really was.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
Let's not talk about him because that I'll never get over his death. It still makes me cry. I can't believe he's gone.
Well, now it's just
Fucking
every time
sucks.
I watch anything that he was in, I see that sadness coming through, and it's just.
I know. What? Tina? What the fuck? They were up strippers' ass cracks.
There were all
Yes,
kind of
I
things.
know. You're
strippers' ass
welcome.
cracks.
The 80s and
Yes.
cocaine created Miami. Thanks a lot. Thanks for
You're
the
welcome.
reminder.
Pretty much.
It's true. Maybe that's the reason why I hate Scarface so much. I fucking hate that movie. I really hate that movie. I'll never understand why people like it so much.
I can never get into it.
I can't get into it.
My buddy knows.
And as someone who is of Cuban descent, I do find Al Pacino's Cuban accent to be the worst shit I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Hey, Nicole. It's the worst fucking shit I've ever heard.
He has all these TVs and a mountain of fucking cocaine, and someone comes up to him and says, "Why do you have all these TVs?" He's like, "It helps me sleep at night with a pile of fucking cocaine right here." Like, what the fuck?
You're asking me how I can hate Scarface? My friend, how can you love Scarface? You should be ashamed. You're of Cuban descent too, my friend. You should hate that movie. I'm sorry.
You'll never be able to do an episode of Cribs because you got to show people your Scarface.
Cubans look so bad. What? Hey, smirking.
Hey, smirking.
God, I fucking hate that movie. Fucking hate that movie. Anywho. I like Goodfellas better. Sorry, just do. No, don't be sorry. Goodfellas is fucking amazing. No, don't apologize for that. Don't apologize for that.
I've never watched it.
I can't hate it. Okay, Frank. It gave Cubans a hero? Dude.
What kind of hero is that?
So, Frank, my friend, we got to meet up and we got to talk. Get on board with that one.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think your definition of hero is very different from mine.
Seriously, man. Ricky Ricardo.
That's like the best. He's like the best Cuban ever.
The best.
I'm all about Ricky Ricardo. I was raised on I Love Lucy, so I love Lucy. That's totally my jam right there.
Did you know that Ricky Ricardo and Lucille Ball greenlit Star Trek and the Twilight Zone? Yeah, that was fucking awesome. That was crazy.
Yep. And they are somewhat responsible for the whole multicam process too.
Really? Okay.
Yep. Oh, they were major pioneers. I mean, Lucille Ball was a fucking she was a boss, man.
She was fierce
to do what she was able to do at that time as a woman.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
her and Betty
I
White.
have major respect for Betty.
Oh, Betty, I love Betty.
Oh, Betty.
I miss Betty White.
Me too. Oh, what a funny, beautiful, just class act. Oh,
just a very real person.
Very, 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 very. Loved her. Absolutely loved her. Oh my god. Well, she did have some balls. Oh yeah.
Fucking big ones, man.
She would hit you in the mouth with them.
Seriously, man. She did not fuck around.
Not at all. Yeah, no, she basically told them at CBS, if you don't do this fucking show, talking about Star Trek, she's like, you're fools. You're fools. And now look. So thank you, Lucille Ball. For real.
Seriously, man.
Yes, Nicole, Betty White. I was so upset too because I really thought she was gonna make it to 100.
She was so close.
God, she was so close.
Yeah, she was
so sad.
And she was such a G. I mean,
what?
Man. What?
Speaking of G-Force, Lucille Ball held me as an infant on a plane to
God, you're old, G-Force.
Get out. That's awesome.
Yo, that's epic, dude. That's epic. That is epic.
You're not fucking with us, right? Like, please tell me that's true.
That's super.
Is that seriously true?
Don't make shit up.
Please don't, because I'm gonna lose my mind right now.
Why would he make that up?
Or so my parents tell me.
That is really cool.
That's amazing. That is so awesome. She means so much to me. You have no idea.
You have to have pictures.
Yeah. Oh my God, your
Well,
parents
people
have a
didn't always have a camera at the ready back
Shut
then,
up,
though.
Josh.
This is true.
This is true.
We didn't have
You're
camera
right.
phones. We didn't even have, cordless phones.
G-forces
we
would get old.
We did. You never
we
saw.
didn't have lights back
never
when
saw-
G-force
you-
was a
you
baby.
never-
No, I was playing.
You never saw Saved by the Bell. Zach Morris had a cordless phone. It was this fucking big, but he
Yeah,
had
it'll
one.
knock you
I
unconscious
definitely
with
watched
it.
Saved by the
Seriously,
Bell.
man.
Hey, I
Yes, thank you,
personally
Nicole.
knew
Please
Mr.
hit the like
Belding.
button.
Okay, so just
No
saying.
shit, really.
Yeah.
You used to drink with him at a bar in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
That's right. You told me that
That's
story. That's right.
fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Did you call
Dennis
Mr. Belding?
Haskins. No. He didn't really want to talk about Saved by the Bell, but he wanted to sit at the bar and get drunk and be, loud, pervy.
I could have done
that. I respect that.
No, he's a cool guy.
My God.
Shit, man.
Jeez.
You gotta watch.
Deep.
Yeah, seriously. We covered a lot.
There's just so much goodness to talk about.
There was so much, yeah. I mean, you could talk about it for days.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
Still not cover all the cool
we're
shit
at an
from the
hour and
80s.
35 minutes. I didn't think we were going to go past an hour. How wrong I was.
I mean, cassettes, mixtapes. Come on now. Programming your VCR.
There you go.
Nice.
I love cassette tapes.
My niece is a huge Metallica fan. I'm like, that's awesome. I'm like, listen, I have I have this on cassette. Listen, I'll give it to your dad and you can play it. She's like, what's a cassette? She's 10. I'm like, okay.
That makes me so sad.
I was a Metallica fan until they made me have to pay for music. So,
I love Jason Newsted, Kurt Hammett, who's a monster guy, Cliff Burton, and fuck the rest. Rambo was fucking awesome.
Oh,
Rambo's was the fucking shit.
First Blood was amazing.
First Blood was amazing. It's over, Johnny. It's over. Nothing is over.
We had Commando, Conan the Barbarian, the real Conan. I said it.
Fucking Grace Jones. Fucking Grace Jones
my
was.
Mom loves Grace Jones. Loves her. Yeah. Oh my God.
We had Dionne Warwick and her psychic friends.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Cher's comeback.
We Are the World.
Turn back time.
The fucking turn back time. Back time.
I can find a way.
Come on, she won an Oscar for Moonstruck.
She was on the SS. Look at my ass.
Yep. A music video that they end up having to play later at night on MTV because of all this.
It was a nice ass. It was a nice ass.
We're such fucking prudes.
Jeez, what the fuck? And then MTV, they banned Andrew Dice Clay from MTV for life, and they're like, and his agent's like, "What the fuck are you doing? This guy's the hottest guy right now, and you're gonna fucking do this? Like, are you stupid?"
Yeah. Oh my God, Keith, you had mentioned this earlier. It was a huge time for ninja movies.
Yeah,
ninja, like Ninja Turtles. Like when I was a kid, I loved Ninja Turtles, and everyone made fun of me. I'm like, "Are you serious? Ninja Turtles are fucking awesome." Yeah.
It's just everything ninjas was great. I mean, Kung Fu, come on now. David Carradine.
Yeah. I used to watch that show.
Before he fixated himself.
Yikes. Yikes. So, I mean, ninjas were fucking awesome.
And then we had Thundar the Barbarian.
Thundar was awesome. Remember, shit, what am I thinking of? I used to. I don't know. I don't know either. I'm Forbear.
The Outsiders. I love that movie.
Oh,
I've never seen that.
Stand By Me.
That's great. Oh yeah, Stand By Me.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Stand By Me was awesome.
Oh my God, the Brat Pack, like that was so huge in the 80s. Yeah, because you had Rob Lowe, you had Robert Downey Jr.,
Breakfast Club, St. Elmo's Fire.
Yeah, Judd Nelson,
all them.
Emilio Estevez. Emilio.
Emilio
Charlie
Estevez.
Sheen and his tiger blood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Molly Ringwald, Anthony Michael Hall, Ali
And we got
Sheedy,
some awesome movies.
Weird Science.
Full Metal Jacket.
Weird
Full
Science
Metal
was awesome.
Jacket.
You know,
Full Metal Jacket is amazing.
You know, Full Metal Jacket is like 2 movies separated.
Oh yeah,
You know,
absolutely. There's the boot camp stuff, and then there's the war stuff.
Mhm.
yeah.
It's 2 very different films, but it's so well crafted.
Me so horny, $5.
Me love you long time.
Me love you long time. $5. No black snake.
Too buku.
Yeah, the Brat Pack was a huge deal.
Juicy Fruit. Speaking of the Double Mint Twins.
What is cyaned by me?
Stand by me.
I think
What
that,
do you mean?
Oh man, are you drinking too? That's awesome. Stand by me. That's a great fucking movie.
I'm so
Dirty Dancing. Yes.
glad he brought this up because I love Dirty
Definitely
Dancing.
Gilster. Nobody puts baby in the
Patrick
corner.
Swayze. Patrick Swayze was the fucking man. He
Fucking
was.
Roadhouse.
He was a great guy.
Roadhouse. I love
Roadhouse.
Oh, I love
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. I love Roadhouse.
Fucking Roadhouse. Sam Elliott.
Ghost.
Badass.
Ghost was awesome too. That was a good
Ghost
movie,
was good.
Ghost.
Mhm.
It actually genuinely was a good movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was definitely a good.
And
movie.
it still actually holds up. And Whoopi Goldberg is fucking
Oh,
hilarious.
she's so
in it.
Yeah.
funny. She's so funny. And again, it was like it was an interesting combo. Like they did it well. Of you know, it
The
was
two
funny,
of them
but it was
actually had good
sad.
chemistry together.
I love
Swayze and Goldberg.
so
My
much.
my
Love
Oh
mom.
yeah, Jewel of the
my-
Nile and Romancing the
Yeah.
Stone.
Mhm.
My mom and my aunts used to swoon over Patrick Swayze and
Rightfully
My
so.
mom too.
the movie, fucking
The movie.
that
fucking
movie, that movie,
The movie
Dirty-
with fucking.
Dirty Dancing?
Dirty Dancing.
I love Dirty Dancing. And again, thank you, movie theaters. I think I saw that movie in the theater for its 15th anniversary.
No
or
shit.
something. Yeah,
awesome.
or 20th anniversary. I had to see it. It took everything in me not to like dance in the aisle at the end of the movie. Yeah. Oh, I have a huge crush on Sam Elliott. I think he
Yeah,
is
Sam freaking
Sam
Elliott.
Elliott.
for
Sam
sure.
Elliott's the
Okay.
shit, man.
like
The
Mask.
shit,
I love
man.
Mask.
Such a
That's the
badass.
first
Mask
movie I
was
saw
good.
him in.
Mask
I
was
love
good.
Mask.
Speaking
love
of
that
Cher,
movie.
yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about that movie not that long ago.
Oh,
God,
Eric
I
Stoltz,
love-
man.
I love Eric Stoltz.
Eric
So
Stoltz.
cute.
Right now, Back to the Future, they're showing footage of Eric Stoltz
Oh,
as
yeah.
Marty McFly now,
Mhm.
because now that all those that video comes back, so they had to use certain film with Eric Stoltz in it, like when he's poking Biff, he broke Biff's collarbone. He was doing it so bad, like he didn't like, and the only reason why Eric Stoltz got that part because he was dating Leah Thompson, who was fucking
Oh.
hot back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She
Oh
still,
yeah.
she still looks amazing.
Yeah, she does.
Howard the Duck,
Howard
that
the
was
Duck.
my favorite
man.
movie.
She was hot in that movie.
Oh my god.
I
You ain't
can't abide
kidding.
by Footloose.
Yeah, for some reason I can't get with Footloose for some reason.
No,
Like, I mean, I don't mind Kevin Bacon, but
I love Kevin Bacon. Yeah, I don't have a problem with him at all. But for some reason that movie never did it for me. Although I do like the very end when they all finally get to dance.
Let's
that's every
dance.
'80s movie. You got to dance in the streets at the
You
end.
have to dance. You must dance.
You must dance.
We must dance.
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck was that was George Lucas.
I know.
Mhm.
Oh, the maker. You you really dropped the ball with that one. I'm sorry. Yes, Tina. It Footloose definitely had a great soundtrack.
It
I
did.
will definitely give it that.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Hey Isaac, welcome back.
Isaac,
Kelly,
how you doing?
Kelly,
Yes.
Kelly, my lovely mod. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Kelly.
Have
Thank
a
you,
great
Kelly.
night.
Thank you for everything, Kelly.
I
Good
know
night.
we're going much later than usual, so by all
Sorry-
means,
sorry
please
about that.
go. No, I don't care. No,
This is my fault.
go and sleep. Go and sleep. You can blame Keith, but don't blame. Keith, 'cause
Blame
we love
me.
Keith.
Gilster mentioned one of my favorites, Harry and the Hendersons.
I
always loved
love that movie.
I want
Yeah,
to
that's a
be
good
friends
movie.
with Sasquatch my whole
Yeah,
life.
that's a
because of
really
that
great movie.
Yeah. Uncle Buck. Uncle Buck was the
Uncle
shit.
Oh,
Buck.
that's another
great.
great movie. Yeah. Oh, John Candy.
I miss John Candy.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
I've never seen that movie.
Oh,
I
that
gotta
movie's
watch it.
Hilarious. Yeah, that's a good one. But Uncle Buck is so great.
That was a great era for Michael Keaton stuff too.
I love Mr. Mom.
Mr. Mom.
Mr. Mom is
I
great.
love Mr. Mom.
I love Keaton regardless.
Gung Ho. Yeah, he's done some great stuff.
Sorry, G-Force. Yes, you and Tina are lovely mods. You know I love you guys. Stop.
Wow, she said that so convincingly.
Stop
I think you guys are
trouble.
great. I can't speak for this one, but yeah.
Oh, sorry, Rolando, but glad to have you back.
Oh,
sorry your power went out.
Rolobot.
No, it's true. Every time I think that we can wrap up, I'm like, no, there's more that we could talk about.
Yeah, there's so much.
So good.
It's all gold.
It is all gold.
The Untouchables was great. Costner, Connery, yeah, you can't beat
Kevin
that.
Costner. Oh.
Robert De Niro.
Oh, I'm all about De Niro, but not Kevin Costner. I can't deal with him.
I don't really think he's the greatest actor on earth, but he makes some pretty epic movies.
He's so fucking
I love Dances with
monotone.
Wolves. I love Waterworld.
Oh God, I can't even deal with you right now. I can't believe you even just.
Hey,
said
now
it right
it's
now.
Mad Max on water. I don't want to hear it.
I like Mad Max.
Dry land is not a myth.
Cannot get on board with Waterworld. I'm sorry.
It's whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, is Waterworld the 80s or the 90s? That was 90s, wasn't it?
No, that was 90s for sure.
Yeah, but you're just talking about Kevin Costner.
I'm just talking about Kevin Costner in general, yeah.
Like, I like the Robin Hood movie, but he's terrible in it.
Yeah. Well, fucking.
But it's a great movie, though.
It is a great movie.
Alan Rickman just steals it. Just fucking
steals
it.
Rightfully so, because he's amazing. Ugh, another one. Rest in peace. Fuck, all these people are dead.
Yeah.
No. Hold on, G. I'm just gonna tweak your sentence a little bit. So G-Force is saying Saturday morning cartoons with a bowl of cereal. No, Saturday morning cartoons with a bowl of sugary cereal.
Yes, fuck yeah. Fruit Loops.
Yes. Fuck yeah. The real.
Our generation raised on sugar.
The real Ghostbusters. I love that show.
Yes.
The real Ghostbusters.
Thank you, Smirking. Some people just. The Bodyguard. No,
that was 90s.
It's so funny. I know, but
it was good.
Now you got everyone on this Kevin Costner kick. You dick.
Sorry.
God.
Bull Durham. Come on now.
I'm at 10% power, so if you lose me, you lose me. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, then you know what? Maybe we should wrap up because
I'm sorry about that.
I want you to be able to have time to plug your
fantastic.
own show. Please, you have to check out Layman's Terms on YouTube.
Please
so,
do.
Keith, why don't you tell us a little bit about your channel?
Okay. Basically, it's just me drunk talking ape shit and having a man shot. Okay, never mind.
What about your Mangina? What was that?
No, Layman's Terms is about just a guy just talking about everything in the world, from pop culture to magic to whatever that pops into my brain. Let's talk about it. Fine, whatever. So I don't have any hosts. I don't have any guests. You had one guest, my cat. That's about it. That's about as good as it's going to get. It's just a guy, a phone, and his imagination. That's it. I don't even edit. So there's no, I might have some, what do you call it? Coasters coming in. I might do that. But if and when that happens, I'll definitely send you guys coasters.
Thank you.
But real quick, my two other shows, my one buddy, Skeleton Joe, the Skeleton Joe Show, he's on YouTube. Okay. He goes around to, Monster Manias and monster conventions and just talks about them. Really good kid. Cool. Another guy is Blue Bear Games. My brother David Schwartz. He was the best man at my wedding, and his show on YouTube is just all about magic cards. Like he shows you how to build decks.
Oh, that's for you, honey.
He opens packs, and you can go on and contact him. He'll build you a deck and he'll mail it to you. So EDH, standard, whatever you're into, he'll make it and he'll send it to you. It'll probably be my cards too, because I just gave him my cards. So yeah, but that's all I got. So
yeah, but he loves that Magic the Gathering,
dude. Right on, man. If you can contact me, I'm on YouTube. I am on Facebook. I'm on. I don't have any latest consoles. I'm on Magic Arena. That's it. Darth Jester. That's what I'm at.
Nice.
So, guys, thank you so much for letting me be on this show.
Oh my God, you are welcome
definitely.
anytime. We've been really excited about this
Yeah.
because
Really?
For sure.
Seriously?
you
Yes.
came on our show the very first time for our New Year's Eve
Yeah.
stream, and I could just tell not only just you but everybody that came on that night, we're just having such a great time, and you're such a cool guy. And Kelly has informed me before that you have shouted us out on your own stream, so I really thank you for that. And
Well, I
you're
try.
just a
Look,
cool guy. You're
I
just,
just
we like people that are chill
listen.
and shoot the
I want
shit.
to. I want to see all my friends do good. That's it. So I
Yeah,
would be
we're the
more than
same way.
happy just to promote everyone else's show.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
No,
yeah, that's it. But if
we're
you
totally the same way.
Yeah, if you do come to Jersey and whenever the Dave and Jason, whatever their itinerary is,
Yeah.
I'll try to make something. So we'll get together and we'll shoot the
Nice.
shit and talk.
I actually got the time approved off at my job.
Really?
So
Fucking
I'm
A, that's awesome.
definitely very much planning on going.
Definitely
Alright,
planning
well,
for
I've
that.
never met Kelly and DB in person. I've never met Dave and
Kelly-
Jason in person.
Kelly-
I'm dying to meet them.
Kelly wants to meet me so bad. She's like, I hope I meet you. I'm like, that warms my heart so much. My wife not so much
Yes.
because she sees the messages with all the hearts. I'm like,
Oh no,
she's
jealous.
like, are you cheating on me? I'm like, no.
Oh,
Like,
I'm
no, I'm
sorry.
not cheating on you. I'm
We
like,
are
and
jealous creatures. Don't
I
even
had to-
fight it,
I had,
ladies.
I had to explain it to her. Like, listen, she's the one that makes sure keeps all the shows in line. My wife knows nothing about podcasting, like how she married me and how I'm married for 10 years. I have no fucking idea. I must be doing something right. Like run the vacuum like once in a while. You're good guys,
Well, you're
So-
funny, and I could tell you right now, speaking for myself and a lot of the girlfriends that my girlfriends that I've had over the years, we all say the same thing. We love a funny dude. We
funny guy.
love men that can make us laugh.
Make them laugh, make them
So,
breakfast.
yeah, it's true. We want to laugh. You want to know why? Because we got so much shit floating on up here. So
No shit.
yeah, we are just way too cerebral sometimes, I think. So, I don't know.
I don't know, but one of the thing is you gotta go see Lucy the Elephant.
Okay.
Lucy the Elephant is in Margate, New Jersey. If they're going to the shore points, the Jersey Shore, Lucy the Elephant.
So Lucy the Elephant's like little Sebastian on Parks and Rec. You got to see him.
Have you ever seen Parks and Rec?
No.
It's this little mini pony.
It's not a pony. It's a mini horse, and he
Whatever.
does being a mini horse
I've
better than anyone.
never seen it. No, but it's an actual elephant, a statue of an elephant, and you actually go inside, and it's all this history. She was built in the 1800s, and she used to be a brothel. It was crazy. During the prohibition of alcohol, she was used for the rum runners to come on shore to bring the booze. It's crazy. She has so much history, and she just got remade. They spent literally $1 million on this statue of the elephant. She looks beautiful, and my family went and saw the unveiling. My son loves Lucy. He goes there and just he baffles the person giving the tour. It was this, and the guy's like, "Oh my god, dude! When you turn 15, you need a job here." We told him,
so cute, though.
I said, "Dude, you need a job, and then you can stay at your grandfather's house for the summer.
Yeah.
Why not?" Of course, he's 8, but whatever.
No, but that's a nice summer job. That'd be cool.
It would be. He would love that,
God.
But New Jersey is so cool, and there's literally a magazine called Weird New Jersey, and it's all about paranormal shit.
Oh, nice.
Oh, now you got me.
Yeah, we would love to go to that.
I live in Acco. We have our own ghost, the Acco ghost. Look it up.
I want a ghost.
You have you have Betty White.
I want a ghost so badly. Yeah, I'm totally into that stuff. I'm totally into that stuff. Keith, thank you so much. This was
Thank
absolutely
you.
amazing. We had so much fun. I can tell the chat had fun. It's been hopping all night.
I'm
Viewership
glad.
has been great. I knew this was going to be a really popular subject because it's definitely everywhere. I mean, even some of the fashion I've noticed has come back. So 80s for life, man. Totally
Yeah.
rad. Totally rad.
And all the old metal bands are coming back.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
true.
like
Mhm.
Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses is coming back. Def Leppard never left.
Nope.
You know.
True.
Shit, man. Ozzy's still around. Fucking
Yeah.
Ozzy.
I don't know.
Fucking Ozzy.
I don't know why he's still around. I don't know. He's still alive.
How he outlived Lemmy is crazy.
I think Ozzy really probably died about 20 years ago.
And he's being held up by puppet strings.
He's like Keith Richards. He's just marinated
Keith
with
Richards
all
is
the
another
drugs.
one that I mean that guy's like a
I love
walking
Keith.
fucking skeleton. No,
I
I
love
love
the-
Keith.
He's
I love the Rolling
embalmed.
Stones.
Yeah, I love the
I
Stones.
love the Rolling Stones.
Me too.
I can listen to
yeah.
the Stones all night.
Get the
No,
fuck out of here.
They're okay.
no, the Stones all night.
You're not okay.
I'm a Pink Floyd Beatles kind of
Oh
guy.
well,
I like Pink Floyd.
I love Pink Floyd.
The Wall came out in '80. That's a great.
Yeah, The Wall.
That's a great soundtrack. I have the movie.
I have the movie too.
Mhm.
I love that
on
movie.
VHS.
I have it on DVD. Oh my god.
I have it on VHS and I have the album in the 2 CD case. Yeah. Oh yeah. I love
I
Pink
had-
Floyd. I love all things like old.
I have Neil Young and Crazy Horse Live Rust, and that was made in '86. I have the vinyl, the CD, and the actual movie. They talk. They're like, "Don't take the brown acid." I'm like, "What the fuck is this about?" It's okay. You can take the brown acid. It's just a lesser quality of acid. I'm like, "Are you fucking
shoulder
serious?"
pads?
Shoulder pads.
So Working Girl. I love that movie, Working Girl. Oh my god, that is such a working girl thing. Oh my god. Space Invaders.
Yeah, the shoulder pads in the 80s, everybody looked like a linebacker.
Seriously, man.
And that was the women trying to go toe to toe with the guys.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And then you had the Bears. Then you had
The
Bears in the
Bears.
Super Bowl shuffle. The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Well, really quick, because I realized that I forgot to say something earlier.
Say it.
I didn't do this, but I know I did it as I was going through the chat, but I didn't shout out everybody. We do have a Patreon page, so if you'd like to support us, please do. A portion of the proceeds will be going to the Ehlers-Danlos Society, which is something that is very personal to me, and I'm sure most of you know Kelly and her family. Unfortunately, Kelly and her youngest, Alex, are afflicted with this. So if you do go to our Patreon page and you decide to sign up, there is a link so you can learn a little bit more about it. Oh no, I think Keith lost battery. He just
Oh no.
He lost Keith. He must have died. Oh well, not him. His battery died. Not Keith. Keith is alive. But really quick, I want to shout out Captain Spaulding, Lovely Chip, Salacious Rum, Duffman, Kristen Roscom, 1000th Ghost, Lunar Girl, Steve Long, and Scott and Kim. Thank you so much, guys.
Yes, thank you.
That's
all.
going to keep us, afloat in terms of, getting out more swag and stuff out to all of you guys. And again, you can follow us on Twitter at pop_my_culture. That's the same handle for Instagram. We're also on TikTok at popmyculture. So give us a follow. As always, please like, subscribe to our channel if this is your first time. Yes, it's okay, Keith. Phone died. Sorry. Thank you for having me. No problem. We loved having you.
Anytime, Keith.
Why
Thank
am
you
I
for coming.
only looking at Michael Jackson and E.T. right now?
Because it's E.T.
No. Again, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/popmyculture. And of course, please leave us a comment if you like the stream. I don't have any more Lego, but I will be on Salacious Rum's channel tomorrow for a Lego stream because I did find this cute little Empire Strikes Back little diorama. So I'm going to be building that. And I am also going to be dropping a toy hunt that I did today with my mom. So that should be a lot of fun. And we do have another stream that we're hoping we can have drop on June 17th. That should be our next stream. So, yeah, we're hoping that we can get that one on board. Anyway, guys, thank you again. Thank you so much. Josh, did you have fun tonight?
I had a great time. Thank
Me
you.
too.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Sean.
Keith. You
Thank you,
guys are.
chat.
Thank you, everyone in the chat. I mean, seriously.
Fantastic.
You guys are wonderful. And again, we are officially on Apple Podcasts. We will be dropping the audio of this stream onto Apple Podcasts sometime this week, maybe Wednesday. So look out for that. All right, guys. Have a great, great rest of your weekend. And I'm going to leave us with some 80s classic.
I'll have what she's having.
I'm looking the way you do.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
That's for you, Frank. All right, guys. Have a great day. Sorry, night. Man, I'm tired. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Stay sticky.